Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do an extreme Sudoku puzzle. So let's get into it. Alright, so anyone who's seen my videos before will know that I basically just start putting notes in, and as I put notes in I see if there's anything that comes up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the outside columns in this box. 5 is there. 6 is the two right hand side. 7, 7, 6, press the wrong button. 8, top and bottom, and 9 can be one of any of the 7 boxes that are available. Alright, so what we can see here is 2 is there. Because of that 2 there, 3 is there. 4 is a potential for any box. 5 is there. 6 has a potential for any box. 7 is these 3, actually 2. So I'm going to take the 7s out of there because 7 can only be in the top row there because of that 7 and that 7. So that means that's where the other 7 can be in the first box. 8 and 9, and look at that. So 9 has taken care of itself, which means that 7 has taken care of itself, and now we know that they're the numbers that we have. Alright, what I don't understand is why I didn't say that that was a 2. Can't tell you why I didn't do that. I say that was a mistake. Alright, so 1 is there. 3 is middle row because of these 2 here. 4 is the 2 right hand columns. 5 is the top row. 6 is this side here, and I'll explain why that is. So this 6 is here. 6 can't be in here because this is full, so that means that that can only be a 6. 7 is there. 8 can only be on this side, on those 2, because of that 8 and that 8, and 9 can be these 3 here. Okay. Next. 1, sorry, just receiving a phone call. 2, I'll ring it back once I finish this. 3 is here. 4 are these side. 5 is all of them. 6 is there. 7 is there. 8 will be in this column only, and 9 will be in these 2 columns. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, all boxes. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's have a look at 6 and 7 here. Okay, so here 6 and 7 can't be in that row, so it can't be there. 6 and 7 can't be there. So that means that only these 2 cells can be 6 and 7. So let's fix them up so that they show 6 and 7 only. Alright. So what that's done for me is 2 can only be there. So we'll take that. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to people. The 2 wasn't in this column because of that. Wasn't these 2, so that was the 2 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do some tidy up. And 1, 1, 3. So what that's given me is given me a triple. So we know this is a triple, and this is the other triple across the 6 of them. Alright. Don't know why I started with 6. I should have started with 1 to keep my patterns going. 2, 2, 2, 2, top and bottom. 3 are these 2 here. 4 is the bottom 2 rows. 5 is this middle row here. 6 I've done. 7 I've done. 8 and 9. Okay, so let's go to the next one. 2, top and bottom row, 3, 4. So 4 can be taken out of these two, right? Because 4 can't be there and it can't be there. So that's that. 4 there, which means those have to be a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, mainly because of this one and this one. 4's there. 5 is these two. 6 are these. 7 is the top two rows. 8 is potentially any of them. And 9. We're going to do a bit of a check, but these are two have become interesting to me. So the 6 and 8 would mean that would be a 5 and a 4 if that's correct. But we'll have a check of that before I commit to that. So 1, 2, 3's already there. 4 will be the top two rows. 5 will be these three. 6, these ones here. 7, 8, and 9 is there. All right, so let's check these two. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've said that 4 is going to be those two. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's right. So that, just making sure there's a 4, is definitely a 5, and that is definitely a 4. What that's done is that's opened up that 9. Now remember we had a triple, so if 4, 8, 9, 8's there, 4's there, so that's definitely a 9. And 8, so that there can't have a 4 in it, so that's definitely an 8, and that's definitely a 4. Okay, so we know now that we've got somewhere. So the 7, 6, 1, 1's going to be on that side, so let's do 1s. So you can see here that I've made a mistake. That can't be a 1 because that's the column there. So 1 can't be in that row, which makes sense. What's done here is, why can't a 1 be there? I think it can be. So that just looks like a mistake. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I may have had a reason, but I can't remember what that reason was. Okay, that can't be a 1 there though, because that's got to have no 1s in it. And there you go. So 2. 2 is making sense to me because there's only 2 on the board. So if there's 2 on the board there, that can only be there. Then they can be there, there. All of the boxes here, here, and here, which is pretty much what we're saying in terms of that. 3. Okay. 1, 3, 5. Okay, 3. So 3's is making sense. 4. 4's the top, 4's the side, 4's the side. Okay, so 4's are making sense. 5. So 5 we've said there, 5 we've said there, so that makes sense. 5 we've said can't be in that column, so that's there. So they can't be a 5, so that's got to be the 5. Alright. What that's done for me also is made that be the 5, which means that's the 5. Right. I've got a triple now. 1, 3, 9, 3, 9, and 1, 3. So that supposedly can't be a triple. And that makes sense because that can't be an 8, and none of them can be 8, so that's the only 8 left. Okay. Interesting here with the 8s, and I know I have got the 5s to go, but if you have a look here, 8 can't be in those two, 8's on that, so that's definitely the 8 there. And what that's done is that's opened up this 8 here and left me, so I've got 7 8s of the 9, there's 2 and there's 2. Okay. So going back to the 5s look right, let's do the 6s, 6 there, 6 there. That can't be a 6, so we'll fix that up. 6. So all of these can't be a 6 because we've got 6 8 there. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so they look pretty good. 9, I've got 5 9s, so 9's there, 9 in those. So have a look at this. 9, 9, 9, that can't be a 9, that is a 9. Which means that's a 3, and that's a 1. That's a 1 there, and that's a 2. May as well finish this off, because that can't be a 3, that's a 6, and that's a 3 there. And the reason that could be a 3 was there. So I've got 2, 4, 2, 4, because that's 6, that's a 6 there. Alright, 2, 4, 2, 4. We've got 4, so why have I decided 4 can't be there? So 4 is there, it cannot be in that one. It can't be in that one, so 4's there, so that's 4. So that means that that there is a 4. Okay, 2, 7, so that can't be a 2, so that's a 9, and that's a 1. Okay, 7 and 2 are the last 2 numbers in this column, that can't be a 7 there, so that's a 2, and that's a 7. 1 and 6 and 9, so the 9 makes sense, which is open up that 9, because we have it, and we've now finished all the 9s. Okay. What else are we looking at? So we'll go back and just plug in the 1 to see what we've got. 2, 7, oh, we've got a 7 and 4. So the 4 there, 7 and 4. So that's definitely a 7. That's definitely a 4. The 7 can't be there, there, there. So that leaves only that cell there. 1 and 6 is the right number. So that can't be a 6 because that's 3 and 6. So that's a 2. Which means the 2 and 4 have sorted themselves out. Which means this 4 has sorted itself out. This 4 has sorted itself out. Now I've got 2 and 3, so let's have a look at the 8. The 8 can't be in that row, so that's definitely an 8. Which we have checked these two right before. 2 and 7, so there's a 7. 2 and 7. 6 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay, so 3 can only be there, 3 can only be there. What else we've got? We've got a 6 there, which makes that a 5, which makes that a 1, and the 5 there. 7 finishes off that column, 1 finishes off that column, 6 finishes off the 6's, 1 there finishes off that, and 2. Alright, so there you go, we've done our extreme Sudoku. Yeah, pretty happy. Ran about 14 minutes. Went reasonably smoothly, so there was nothing really to report. Hope you got something out of it. Once again, if you have any questions, please write in the comments and I'll address it. Anyway, bye for now.